want to start a sticker business? If you don't know who I am, my name is Evelyn and I am the creator, Simply Evelyn Co. I make stickers and stationery, and I've been getting a lot of questions on how to start a sticker business. I'm going to go through what you need, the materials, and some other tips and tricks that I'll have for you. So I hope you stay tuned to the end of the video, and let's get started. First thing you're going to need is equipment. The equipment needed to start a sticker business is quite simple. You might already have it already. Like if you have a laptop, you can go ahead and use your laptop to design, as well as use the cutting programs on there. And if you already have a tablet, you can also use that to design and print and cut your stickers. Having one of these will suffice. You don't need both of them. And of course, a cutting machine, which is optional. You can use scissors if you want, and a printer, which is the most important thing. You need a printer to be able to print out your stickers. Now, also, the most important thing is a camera. Right now, I'm using my phone, so that's why it's not in my case. And you can use that to film as well as take pictures. The next thing that I'll be talking about is more of materials that you need, like sticker paper. This is vinyl sticker paper. It's a lot smoother and it's more durable than regular sticker paper. It doesn't break easily. It has a smoother texture, velvety feel. This kind of textured paper would be perfect and will be vibrant when you print out. So vinyl paper, as I mentioned, is a different material. It's smoother and it's more durable than regular sticker paper. This is also optional, but if you want your stickers to be more durable and water resistant, not waterproof, water resistant, using a laminate will help make your stickers more durable, and it prevents from it getting scratches. And it gives this nice shiny look to it, and it gives it more of a thickness so that the stickers can last a lot longer. Now that we spoke about equipment and materials, let's talk about designing the stickers. There are several ways you can design the sticker. If you're an artist, you can use Procreate or even Photoshop or Illustrator to create your stickers. And another option for those who don't know how to draw, you can use Canva. They provide images that you can put together. Just make sure that they have a commercial license for you to use. Your cutter will also come with a program. Since I have a Silhouette portrait machine, it comes with a program called the Design Studio, and you can go to the store and you can also download free as well as pay for some images to use as stickers. Just make sure that it has a commercial license so that you have permission to resell it. Now that you know what programs you can use to start creating and designing your stickers, there's a bit of a word of caution. Whenever you are downloading any images online or the images provided by the cutter you decide to use, whether it's Silhouette or Cricut, just make sure that there's a commercial license. Very important, commercial license that allows you to resell the designs. If you're just doing it for fun, you don't have to worry about it. But if your intent is to start selling stickers online, I advise you to check that, because you wouldn't want to make a design that it gets taken down, especially on places like Etsy, for copyright reasons. So always make sure it has a commercial license. If you want me to do a more in-depth video about trademark and copyright images, let me know. Designing is done. You have the materials to create the stickers. Now, where do you post your stickers? Where do you put them up so they can sell? The number one place that I suggest for beginners would be Etsy. I know there's a lot of backlash regarding things that have been going on lately, but it is normally due to the fact that people are using copyrighted images as well as trademarked words. Also, I heard some horror stories about customers and also animosity between creators, but that's a whole other thing and the whole other video. Another place I would suggest, of course, is opening up your own website, either by Shopify or using Wix.com. I have used both before in the past. The only thing is it has a very high upfront cost for it, and you need to advertise it. I think Etsy is the most cost-effective and easiest way for anyone to start. Another thing that you don't have to worry about is Etsy would bring in customers to you without you having to advertise it. It would take some time, I will not lie. But if you're really good with social media, of course, you can drive your own traffic, and eventually you can go over and open your own website. Of course, if you're driving your own traffic to your page on Etsy through places like Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok, then of course you can always consider getting off the Etsy app. Don't close it, just don't advertise it, just leave it there, because that's another way you would be getting your own traffic. Because once you just start getting in the traffic and getting sales, Etsy would push your store more to other people and it'll pop up more because you already have history that your stuff sells. But you can go over and create a website on Shopify and you can drive your own traffic through social media to your website. So those are the basics. I hope that I answered your questions. This is how you do it. So thank you so much for watching all the way to the end of this video. And I really hope that you stick around with me for more future videos. Go ahead, hit that like button, comment if you like it, share with a friend, hit that notification bell so you don't miss another video from me. And as always, thank you so much. I love you all and have a good day.